Good evening, everyone. Here's a quick update on the van project. I have all the lower sheet metal removed in the back corner here to get at this bumper mount. As I'd mentioned in the earlier video, it was pretty bad, so I ended up cutting all along the face of the rear valance to get access. So glad I did it. It'll make this worthwhile. There is a bit of a structure I have to build. There was a box mount in here, and you can see it's all rotted away. And there was a bumper mount here also, and it's kind of like a body mount. I'll show it to you. It's right here, and this has a hole in it to access the fastener for the bumper, but that's going to have to all be manufactured. There's a few concessions that are going to have to be made because of this. I did some grinding up in the corner here where there was a little bit of bubbling going on, and there's all sorts of layers of Bondo here, so I have to kind of factor that in. I'm going to have to make a patch panel or grind it all down and see what it looks like underneath, but I'm going to end up using this whole big panel, or most of it. It's got cancer in the lower part of it. You can see it on the inside. I'll show you real quick here. It's just surface rust, but I might as well get rid of it all because it'll just come back. I have the panels, just do it. But you just kind of have to plan for this stuff. As you go along, you're going to find more and more. I have a pretty good opportunity here. Where this inner structure is in pretty darn good shape actually, but where it's missing in these holes here, I have a patch panel that won't be utilized, a piece of the patch panel that I'll be able to use in here. It's the same contour as the outer skin, so it'll make the job easy. This looks really bad on camera, but in person it's not too bad. You can actually tell that this thing was hit in the corner right here. You can see that there's pick marks, and it's all beat. You can't really see the texture here, but it's been smashed here, and somebody's heated it up with a torch and tried to clean it up. So we're gonna cut that out and remake it and make it structurally sound again, so we can attach the outer wheel skin. As for the rest of it, there's only one small spot here, so realistically speaking, you might as well cut this entire panel all the way to the edge. I came up with a decision to use that full skin up to the body line. We're not going to go all the way to the top, but we're going to keep it below the body line. And the reason is that I won't have to patch in or seam in this intersection into the wheelhouse. And if we have kind of a mismatch of the wheel arch, it'll be really obvious. So I thought might as well use the complete wheel arch skin, and we'll work in the rest of the body panels to conjoin with it and make it look presentable. But yeah, you really have to have an idea and keep a level head on this. Don't get overwhelmed. If you get overwhelmed, walk away, do something else. For example, the exhaust system was in my way. I didn't want to cut it off. I wanted to leave it on, but it was in the way, and it was something else that I could do rather than focusing on bodywork. So got all the hangers removed, did all that type of thing. And you can refocus your energy on other things like, I don't know, whatever interior pieces you have to do, clean it all up, that type of thing while you're working on the rust if you become overwhelmed. Having a plan of attack is key here. I have all my tools are basically in the back. I mean, it's excessive, but everything's lined up, ready to go. You got to kind of keep your work area clean every night so you're not tripping over all the broken, rusty stuff and, you know, all that fun stuff of trying to look for your tools. I know where everything is here. That's very important here as well. But yeah, if you get stagnated or stalemated on a project this copious, work on other things. You know that there's going to be other things to do here, especially if you have a custom vehicle. You're going to be working on ideas for the interior walls or bed in this situation. I'm not worried about that too much, but again, you're trying to fill time while you're being overwhelmed with this type of a rust situation. But it really isn't all that bad. Again, it was superficial mostly, but because I see it, I'd like to deal with it. You could technically just patch this up and get it on its way. I'm just not that person. But again, it depends on you. What you expect at the end of the day. This is not going to be something that you can take to a bodyman and go, well, hey, just fix it and not expect it to cost thousands. It's going to cost a lot of money. If I was to add up all the hours and put a dollar bill on it, it would be pretty crazy. So most people would run away. We're saving this from going to the crusher. So this also is a point that I can make here is that you can make a hot rod out of pretty much anything. If it's a four-door or an undesirable car, it doesn't really matter. You can hone your skills on it and build a hot rod out of it. The van here is just, it was interesting because it was short. I've had them before. I've had another one, or a couple of them, sorry. And I wish I'd stayed in it because you can build a hot rod out of something practical and you can lie down in the back if you have a bed. Or this is a 3/4 ton, so it has a trailer hitch on it. I can pull the trailer. There's all sorts of things you can do with a van. And basically any vehicle that you have, you can turn into something like this. But have a plan of attack. Keep your work area clean. Keep your chin up. Don't be afraid of this type of thing. A lot of people would shy away from it. But again, I'm not a bodyman by trade. I just kind of know what I'm doing. And I go from there. But it's tedious. It's monotonous. It takes some time. But it will come together. And then you can kind of realize it. As soon as the paddles go on, you start to realize, oh, okay, well, this isn't exactly as bad as I thought it was. It's just, it looks bad initially. Keep your chin up, keep smiling, get your ass off the couch, get in the garage. I have a hard time saying that sometimes because just life gets in the way and you kind of have to take a break now and again. But if you want to see these projects through, you got to move forward. You can't sit and rest on your laurels thinking that it's going to get done on its own. It doesn't happen like that. But anyways, that was a little bit long-winded for this particular video, but it gives you an idea of what's going on. If it's any inspiration, I don't know. This is the type of thing that I do for myself to keep me moving. Is don't overwhelm yourself, and have other things on the go. If you are a car guy and you become overwhelmed, have something else to do. Get into a different hobby, and then you can always fall back on this later, because this doesn't have to leave right away. You can always park it or whatever. You know that you're not going to be driving this until this gets fixed. So if you have something else to do, like walk away, come back, putter away on it, and then if you get frustrated again, walk away and come back. It will get done, but don't expect it to just magically go poof. This is probably going to take 8 hours to get all the rest of this rust cleaned up and templates made. So yeah, 8 hours at $100 an hour, it doesn't take long to add up. A body shop, I don't know what they charge, but probably $100 an hour these days. I'm in Canada here. So this project here would easily get into the thousands of dollars quickly and out of control. But if you have the tenacity and the willingness to learn, rock on, keep on trucking. But thanks for watching. We'll get on this, and we'll do another video as we go along. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.